Well, there's so many famous animals on TV. There's Lassie, Skippy, Mr. Ed, the cast of Married at First Sight. Well, move over, Skip. There's a new kitty in town. Todd River stars alongside Lucy Lawless on 10's latest hit drama, My Life is Murder. He isn't exactly Lucy's cat, rather a stray who befriends her and ends up living with her in her apartment.
They're both, in some ways, quite similar. They both live by their own rules. They're both kind of demanding. They're both unapologetic about what they want. So across the series, we see these two characters kind of become a family.
But this is sort of dispelling the myth of the crazy cat lady thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. We are reclaiming cats for kick-ass women here. Casting a cat was really interesting. We had Lucy Lawless, so we knew we were in good hands, but we had to find a cat that could do what we wanted on set. It had to be gorgeous, it had to be smart. It's one of the key relationships in the series.
Look, make yourself useful, would you? Read the manual. It's in German. Then go home, wherever that is.
Todd River and his team came in to the audition room, and there were 9 of us sitting around this table, and Todd River really didn't care. Todd River owned that room. We all fell in love instantly, so we found that cat.
And just like that, a star was born. And like any good star, Todd River comes with his very own rags to riches story.
We were actually travelling through Alice Springs on our way up to Darwin, up to the top end to do some filming up there, and it's something that an animal trainer should never do, just call into the pound or the local shelter, but there, we did it, and we left with this little kitten who was very, can I say ballsy, very, very confident, showing that he might be okay to sort of fit into a performing family.
And then you're given this huge task of training this cat to do all these amazing things on a TV set. How do you do that? I struggle to get my dog to sit at the best of times.
One of the greatest things to sort of think about is that not everybody could do what Lucy does. Not everybody would be first put their hand up and work day in, day out and have that attention on them. And animals are the same. So we look for confident animals first and foremost. As I said with Todd, we sort of knew he had something in him, but then we do what we can to build up and bring out that confidence.
Oh, are you sure you don't have a cat?
Yep, positive.
So how does the set operate when the cat's here doing its bits?
Normally there's a huge crew and there's the cast, but today we've got what we call a special crack cat unit, which is a reduced bunch of people, so we can be pretty quiet and still and not freak the cat out.
So one of the scenes that we've seen you guys film with Todd River today is where Todd has to walk up and not be interested in a bowl of food. How on earth do you make that happen?
Well, we start with a not hungry cat, and basically we just put a little bit of smell there that they've been conditioned to beforehand that basically says leave that. So it's just like saying to a dog, leave it. And basically what that smell means to these cats is that there's better stuff elsewhere.
Any plans to enter the jungle? Uh-oh. How about Dancing with the Stars? Maybe that's more your fancy.
And rumour is Todd could be the next judge on MasterChef. My Life is Murder is tonight at 8:45 on 10 and